Hello and welcome to Anime at Large, where we have one of the best unboxings ever. At least hoping to do so, if I'm not already. Um, Maybe boasting a little bit too much there, but either way, hopefully you guys are having an excellent day. I think it's been about 2 weeks or so since the last one, and I guess it's about time I show you what I've been buying recently. And tell a little bit of a story, maybe. We'll see. Either way, further ado, let's get started. First one here, starting pretty slow here. Spirit of Wonder, which is the Bandai release. 97 minutes. And pretty much talking about journey across space to reveal the mystery. So, been trying to look for this for a little bit of time. This one is apparently sealed, but either way, yeah, seemed interesting. Bandai title, why not? Next one here, kind of a little bit different now with Discotheque. Saint Seiya, Knights of the Zodiac, classic movie collection. So this has the 4 movies. Saint Seiya is a really good classic, and thought I should give this a try. Hopefully they release more of the original TV series, because I know there will be a lot of people interested in that. And hopefully this sold in good that they're willing to consider. Next one here, which is more Discotheque, is Outlaw Collector's Edition, which it's just a standard release in general, really, but I guess there's special features of making of Arion, promo video. Yeah, I guess I'm not exactly sure why they call it Collector's Edition. If someone knows, let me put in the comments. But yeah, looked interesting, more of my style, so said why not. Next one here is more of the classic of Lupin the Third movie, Elusiveness of the Fog. They've been putting out a lot of these movies, and I don't blame them. They're all good, and they gotta give them props. People will always keep buying this, no matter what. So, so if you haven't watched Lupin the Third, give it a try. There's plenty of movies out there to start, and honestly, none of them. You don't really have to start anywhere specific. Just find one and see what you like. Next one here is a little special. But first, let's show you the elusive, I wouldn't say elusive, so you can still find it, but the edition of Dear Brother for the Discotheque release. This is the Blu-ray version. The DVD version of this was really hard to find for many, feel like years now. And it was just hard to find it for anyone just wanting to watch it. And it's like, well, I was one of those people, since this was really interesting. And really glad that Discotheque brought it back. And really put in a really nice format here. This case works out pretty well for it, and yeah. And just because this got released, I was able to actually find the regular DVDs as well, since there's a lot of people that were willing to actually upgrade, which I don't blame them, but I'm one of those people that just wants the original release as well, because I've been trying to find this release for a long time. But yeah, this is Anime Souls release, and yeah, honestly, to be honest, nothing special with this version. It's just the case, discs, and that's about it. So it's really more from a collector standpoint, and having it standpoint than anything. But I would just recommend just getting the Blu-ray if you haven't. Just go straight to Blu-ray. Like, this edition looks really amazing, and just keep the DVD. A, if you really love the show, or just B, from a collector standpoint, because I feel like this is still valuable in my opinion. So yeah, really glad to have both versions here. So next one here is Enma 1 and 2. Just pretty much bought this in the whim. Seems like it's a Go Nagai release, and thought I should give it a try. So yeah. Next one here, which is a set series called Sacro Wars. I believe this are just like the special slash OVAs, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, ADV Films found it locally and said, why not? You know, so increase the collection for Sacro Wars. Next one here, which I also found locally, is the Blu-ray for Blood Sea, The Last Arc. This has been increasingly harder to find and also just getting more expensive for some reason, which I guess I don't really understand or know the whole idea, but sadly no slipcover on this one, but I was at least able to find a copy, so really glad at least for that. But yeah, randomly getting more expensive for some reason, but yeah, Blood Sea. Next one here is just the set 1 of Bleach for Blu-ray. Slowly thinking of just getting through the rest of it, and so just getting the DVDs, which take a lot more room. I don't think I'm going to double dip on Bleach at all. I'm just going to go through the Blu-rays and just watch it that way. But starting out here and see how it goes. Next one here, which is going kind of back to Sacro Wars, but Sakurai Tyson. Yeah, just more of the series, and not really too familiar with what this one is specifically, but seems some sort of special. But yeah, excited to watch more of it. Next one here is Soul Eater or Not, just a limited edition set. Yeah, just I have the regular standard, and it's like, well, I needed the limited edition and found it, so nothing more to that. Next one here is more kind of going back and forth here in the order, but Infinite Reyes or Ravius, limited box set, which is the big bulky one here. But yeah, there's a more of a thin box, and not really thin box, but more of a smaller set, and this is the regular standard. So really great show, in my opinion, for what it is. Kind of a Lord of the Flies feel, if you ever read that book. But yeah, mecha to an extent, but more space travel for the most part than anything. But yeah, really happy to include this in the collection. Outlaw Star, the limited box set. Yeah, this set, again, not easy to find. It's quite a set to look for, but I was able to find it for a pretty good price, and happy to put in the collection finally. So yeah, this one I can open up a little bit to show what it has, but it has an art book, Blu-rays, and then some sort of character stand that I don't really want to take out, but yeah, think it's really worth it if you can find it for a decent price, or you love our Outlaw Star, you probably already own it. So for the Blu-ray set, why not? So yeah. Next one here is some steelbooks. First steelbook is Lupin the Third, the First. More of a CGI approach to Lupin. I haven't watched this one specifically, but again, you can't go wrong with Lupin, and a lot of people have been liking it, so I thought just give it a try. Next one here is a lot of people are talking about is Made in Abyss steelbook, the theatrical collection. So this actually has the movies. Apparently sold out pretty quick in general, so really glad I was able to pre-order this when I did. Really good stuff. Made in Abyss, if you haven't watched it, you should. Really intriguing storyline. Yeah, and honestly, pretty good presentation with the slipcover in general, so I gotta give them that. And excited to watch them, so yeah. Last steelbook I have is the Earwig and the Witch from G Kids. Yeah, more CGI it seems in general. I'm excited to watch it. So Studio Ghibli, why not? And then I would say for the last bit of this is something that's I was never expecting to find, but I did. And some of you may not have heard of this, or maybe have, but I'm pretty happy to have finally found it. And it is Kurokami Bandai Blu-rays. And honestly, Bandai Blu-rays in general are just not easy to find in general. So yeah, this was a long time coming in general. But yeah, all the Blu-rays here, all in one set. Yeah. Really excited for this. Yeah, especially for the last couple volumes here. It gets harder and harder to find each one of them, but yeah. Blu-rays for Bandai, man. But yeah, if you really haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. If you can find a copy for the whole series, like it definitely needs a rescue, in my opinion. For people who are not willing to put down either the money or find even a copy in general. Definitely something to see if it can be redone. But yeah, really glad to put this in the collection and move forward with more Bandai releases in general. So I guess yeah, for now that's about it. Hope you enjoyed what I got. It's not the biggest, but it's definitely not the smallest collection video here. I think it's more on the longer side. But either way, hopefully you again have a great day, and let's see what we get next time with the next types of videos. And if you have any suggestions or anything, put them in the comments, and go from there. But yeah, hope to see you guys next time.